Legal battle between the plaintiffs, a group that includes state attorneys generals, and a handful of domestic businesses, and of course the U.S. government. Many believe that this case will go all the way to the Supreme Court. Fraser Jackson has more.
The roller coaster continues. The U.S. Appeals Court reinstating Trump's tariffs during the appeal. Now, the court is effectively still going over this motion from both sides, but this really means that while that review is going on, that these tariffs will still remain in place and will not be blocked after 10 days, as had been ordered by the lower courts, the federal trade court. Now, the appellate court, this new court, gives the plaintiffs in the case until the end of next week to provide more paperwork, and the US government until June the 9th to provide more paperwork in support of their stay of this order. Well, obviously, this is brand new. This is good news, rather, for the White House. Trump lauded the stay, calling the original decision so wrong and so political. But he also railed against what he has called radical left judges that he says are destroying the country. Interesting, though, there was also a slight window into his mindset when it comes to Congress. In his post on Truth Social, he said the horrific decision stated that I would have to get the approval of Congress for these tariffs. In other words, hundreds of politicians would sit around DC for weeks and even months trying to come to a conclusion as to what to charge other countries that are treating us unfairly. If allowed to stand, this would completely destroy presidential power. The presidency would never be the same. Now, a flavor there of how Trump sees the other two supposedly co-equal branches of government, the judicial and Congress, and his disdain for Washington politics has obviously been made evident by the fact that he's effectively been ruling by decree so far. Very little work has actually gone Congress's way, aside from that big, beautiful bill, the budget bill, that is slowly making its way through Capitol Hill at the moment. Well, the White House has vowed to reinstate these tariffs, even if this route ultimately ends up being blocked. But it's going to be the Supreme Court who decides that, and we're still waiting to find out if and when this will head to the Supreme Court to make a ruling on these tariffs once and for all.